demonstrate now basic Jeet Kune Do footwork. Jeet Kune Do footwork is a hybrid of boxing and fencing footwork. Hence the more linear stance and the emphasis on keeping that front hand and front foot lined up with the center line of your opponent. Okay, so we can intercept and or attack with those front tools. So the first thing we learn either in Jeet Kune Do or boxing is a step slide. Okay, the rear foot really doesn't slide, so I like to call it the step glide. So Eric's going to take a step with his front foot and then follow with his rear foot. So he'll take a few steps forward and then he'll go back, same thing. When he wants to go back, he initiates with his rear foot. So whatever direction you're going, you would initiate with that foot. If he wants to go to the right, he would step with his right foot first. If he wants to go to the left, he would step with his left foot and recover with his front foot. So once again, going forward, stepping, recovering with the rear, going back, stepping, recovering with the front, going to the right, stepping with the right, recovering with the left, and going to the left. Voila, pretty easy. Next thing Eric's going to demonstrate is curve right and curve left. This is how we go around the corner or go to the right or left when we need to make a quick turn. Okay, so he would step out with his right leg and then pivot in a 180 degree, or actually that would be a 90-degree circle with his left foot. Same thing with curving left. Left foot moves, right foot curves. Okay, so Eric will demonstrate that a couple more times. Curve right, comes back, and curve left. Excellent. Next thing in Jeet Kune Do Footwork 101 that you're going to need to have is called the push shuffle. Now this is directly from fencing. If you can imagine a fencer sticking out his foil and taking a long lunge, okay, and Eric can demonstrate that from the side so you can see what's going on. He pushes off his rear leg, bends his, and he's going to hold it there for a second so you can see the extension. Go ahead, Eric, and straighten out that rear leg. So straighten it out, do it again, straighten out. There we go. Beautiful. Okay? Okay, now we have something similar to that in Jeet Kune Do. It's called the push shuffle. Now, of course, we're not going to leave our leg straightened out like that because we are in the middle of a fight without weapons. We don't have a long sword to stick out in front of us to create a barrier, so we need to be mobile. So Eric's going to do what's called the push shuffle, which is a modified fencing lunge. What's going to happen is his hand will still proceed as the foil does, and he will still push off with his rear leg, but he will bring that rear leg up and recover. So he's gonna go back again so he can show us the push shuffle, and then he'll go forward and do that again. Push shuffle forward. Very good. And he'll show that from the side. Okay. Oh, nice. And when you really want to get maximum power, you really straighten out that rear leg. You want to make sure you're 50-50 because if you're front weighted, okay, you cannot push off that front leg and your front weight is stopping you from going forward. So you got to remember, you either have to be 50-50 or 60-40, whereas more of your weight's on your rear leg in order to propel yourself forward, and you really want to push that rear leg out. The same thing applies going backwards. We have a push shuffle going backwards, which Eric just demonstrated. But he will demonstrate it going back right here, pushing off that front foot. Okay? Okay? He'll demonstrate that on the side, pushing off. Now we use the push shuffle when we need to cover a lot of ground quickly. We're in trouble. We need to get out of a situation. We can also do it laterally. Okay? We can push shuffle to the right, push shuffle to the left. Okay? It's a very quick, explosive movement. Okay? Good exercises to develop the strength and power for this is, of course, practicing your footwork a lot, but also doing squats, doing lunges, doing plyometrics, anything that builds strength and explosiveness in your legs. Okay, remember, Bruce Lee was a physical fitness fanatic. Okay, that was, to a large degree, what made a lot of his Jeet Kune Do work. Not only was it efficient, or is it efficient, but he was a physical specimen. So if you work out hard, your Jeet Kune Do will be much better. So Eric's going to recap what we learned today. First he's going to show us the Baizhang. Okay? Remember, you have your rear foot 45 degrees, left heel on the outside of the line, right toe at 35 degrees on the balls of your feet, 50-50. Okay, basic footwork is step sliding. Okay, remember, we don't want to slide our feet, we want to lift them and plant them. Okay, we want to be light on our feet. Think dancing, nice footwork, 50-50. Okay, 50-50.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's move around, give us side views, everything. So Eric's, okay, there you go. Light on his feet, 50-50. Okay, we have curve right and curve left. Okay, and he's going to mix it up with his footwork. He's moving around, step sliding. Okay, okay, working that footwork. There you go. Keeping his elbows in, okay, and his right hand in front like that fencing saber. Okay, next we're going to show the push shuffle again. Remember, this is to cover some ground. You got to catch the guy, or you got to get away from somebody. Okay, you got to get away. Either you can go laterally. Okay, so it's an offensive and a defensive tool. Okay, so Eric's going to mix everything together now and just kind of slightly show everything. Keeping 50-50, elbows in, remembering all these little things. One thing that we did not show you, which we should probably show you now, and Eric's going to show from a lateral view, is that when you're doing your footwork, okay, when you take a step forward, okay, you need to recover with the same amount of distance as your front foot took. Well, the big mistake people make is they'll take a 6-inch step with their front foot, and then they'll take a 12-inch or an 18-inch recovery with their rear foot, and thereby negate a good balanced position. So you always want to maintain the Baizhang as much as possible. So you need to take, if you take 3 inches with the front foot, or whatever foot's moving first, you need to recover the same amount of distance with the second foot that's moving. Okay? He takes a big step with the front foot, and he takes a big step with the rear foot. A little step with the front foot, a little step with the rear foot, and vice versa. Big, big, small, small. You need to maintain that measure between your feet, which is giving you the best balance, the best ability to move, which is basically just outside your shoulder width. Okay? Just like sports, if Eric squats down right now, puts his hands out to play basketball, play some defense, play football, play soccer, and now he turns, okay? Wow, look at that, Jeet Kune Do. It is an athletic endeavor, and you must be in the best position possible to punch, kick, and move. So in general, we want to take short economical steps. This is a general principle, as in everything in Jeet Kune Do is. Remember, he's not exposing his groin. They could take a huge step. Now this creates two problems. It puts him out of balance, and it exposes his groin for those that are inclined to kick you there. Okay, it's better to take some short, economical, quick steps to get over there than maybe one big, longer step to get there. However, this is not set in stone. Sometimes we're going to burst really quick over there, and you got to just recover quickly to get yourself there. So thank you. That was Jeet Kune Do Footwork 101, including the basic stance, the Baizhang. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.